September 7th. My dad and I are out shooting our bows, kind of getting our last little dial in before season. We're planning on hunting out of one of our shacks for opening night, just depending on wind and weather, but we're gonna run up there hopefully opening night for that Saturday. A lot of nice bucks moving through, some bigger deer, some smaller deer, but we're hoping that either the 6x5 Goliath, which is our non-typical, and we got another buck that kind of went off the radar early August, but you never know, he might show up, which is a real wide buck. We have another one that my dad, he's kind of got him as his number one target, which is the buck I'm calling Kickstand. Really big 10-point with a flyer that comes off his G2. But we're just going to try and get dialed in tonight, making sure everything's good before opener starts.
Folks, this is Jamie Olson. I'm also one of the guys either behind the camera or behind the bow for Coulee Region Whitetails. Sorry, I almost said Coulee Region Cyclones since I coach that for hockey. But Coulee Region Whitetails. So, like Isaac had just said, there's a buck out there that we call Kickstand. I like to call him Flyer. That I'm actually going to be targeting as my first option as a buck to shoot. Just going through trying to fine tune things. One of the things that's frustrating for me right now is I'm shooting better at 30 than at 20, but hopefully, like I said, when it comes to this weekend, we can kind of get it done, and one of us will hopefully have a deer to put on the wall at the end of this weekend. So looks like it's going to be a fun and exciting weekend. We'll talk more about kind of some of the things that we're going to do this year just to make it fun for us, and we'll talk more about that probably at the end of the week.
What's going on, everybody? Isaac Olson with Coulee Region Whitetails here today. I want to take a little time to talk with you about the Tricked Mav Hunt. This bike, made in the USA right here in Bangor, Wisconsin, just up the road from our family farm that we're on today. Just want to talk about some highlights of this bike. The biggest thing that I like about it is I travel a lot with our truck, and being able to lock down the wheel hubs just so that it's not bouncing up and down while we're driving makes a huge difference. It takes away a lot of wear and tear on the bike, and just makes it easier also for when we're unloading and loading. The other thing I like about this is the gun rack here, or your place to put your bow. Right now where we're standing is where I shot my turkey this spring, and we were able to get in here with this bike, drove right up pretty much to the blind, parked it behind it, and got in without a bird or anything knowing that we were here. And I was able to just have my bow right on here and got in clean with no issues. The other thing that I really like about this bike is the battery life. I've taken this all over the place and I haven't charged it hardly at all. And within the last probably 2 or 3 weeks, I've used it just about every day, going from farm to farm, checking my trail cameras, looking at my water holes, and just getting ready for season. And this bike has barely lost any charge. Granted, I'm not going through 3 miles, but I'm still going a decent ways that you would see on some other bikes that I've seen and also heard from other people of the battery life just not being as good. That's a huge component to when we're out doing these hunts. When I'm solo hunting, I'm going to be able to take this, get right up to the tree I want to, not break a sweat, which is huge, especially early season. This weekend it's supposed to be 80 degrees. but being able to use this bike hopefully to get right up to our stands without breaking a sweat will make it 10 times better for us, and also leaving make it better for us so that the deer won't know that we're here. But with all that being said, if you want to check out the Mav Hunt from Tricked Outdoors, go to trickedoutdoors.com and check out the Mav Hunt and the rest of the Trick line.
But it is September 14th. My dad and I once again are up in the apple plot, sweating to death because it is 94 degrees out with a 0 wind at the current moment. We're gonna hopefully get another crack at seeing the 6x5 tonight. As long as Miss Nanny Doe doesn't come in and scream at us again. But we're gonna sit in here. We got a southeast wind, east-southeast wind, which blows back across the field into the corn. So we're hoping that with us having these windows shut and blocked out tonight, the deer shouldn't be able to see us and catch our shadow. We also repositioned in the blind. I'm now